Welcome to SecurityMetrics News. We are talking about the biggest, the baddest cybersecurity breaches, newest in voice cloning, phishing, smishing, phishing, and so much more. All here on the news. We are going to talk today about the MOAB breach, 26 billion records. Unbelievable. Largest breach that we have heard about all year. We're also going to talk about the newest in voice cloning and AI deepfakes that are coming right at you. And we've got examples of some of the hottest phishes that have just been released this past month by the bad guys. All that and more here on SecurityMetrics News. Let's get right into this, folks. It is an AI phishing nightmare situation going on right now. Have you ever wanted to buy this type of chair? But you can't. You know why? Because it's an AI-generated phish. But these are the kinds of images that are making the way all around the internet right now. Look at how polished this image is. Look how clean it looks. Catfishing is all over the place, all over the web right now. You got to know the warning signs. If you see fantastical images with this polished look for prices too good to be true. Oftentimes, you'll see images on a white background with a different model's head, but the same image over and over and over again. And on Amazon, look at the search results. Sometimes the image will tell you if it goes against policy. I apologize, but I cannot fulfill this request. It violates OpenAI use policy. Be careful out there, folks. AI phishing is growing. All right, the other thing we want to talk about is all of the cyber kidnapping going on. Imagine you're in this situation. You get a phone call from a loved one, and they tell you that they are trapped, they're kidnapped, they're stuck in the woods right now until you pay money to get them out. Maybe they're in a family emergency or they need bail money or a car wreck, and the voice sounds like your loved one. And that's because AI can be used to clone your family loved one's voice. They can do it in just about 30 seconds, cloning your loved one's voice. And they can use audio from YouTube or TikTok, any of those social media platforms, to clone your loved one's voice. So you got to be really on high alert and maybe even have one of those like safe word type things like, "Hey, honey, what did you get me for Christmas?" You know, because only your wife or your honey would know what you got her for Christmas. Be careful out there, folks. This stuff is real. Hey, before we continue to the next story, check this out. If you look on the bottom of this video right now, you'll find a little link to sign up for our threat intelligence news feed. Every week, we take the top cyber news stories, the top breaches, the latest phishing attacks, all of that in one little email. At the very bottom here, you could sign up for it. That list is jam-packed with all the info you would need to protect yourself, your family, or your business. Stay in the loop with SecurityMetrics. AI deepfakes are everywhere, and I'll tell you what, they're impersonating some pretty famous celebrities out there. Are you a Swiftie like I am? I'm just kidding. I'm not really a Swiftie. But you know what I do care about? All these AI deepfakes using Taylor Swift's name. Just this past month, they had Taylor Swift marketing herself, the clone of Taylor Swift, being used to sell La Creuset cookware sets. Hey, Johnny, did I say that right? La Creuset? You really got to be careful, folks. The celebrity impersonations are growing, and it's not just video and audio, it's also pictures. Be very vigilant when you see these photos. Again, look for very polished images. Look for images that are so fantastical, you know they have to be AI cloned. You love Teemu. I love Teemu. No, I don't. I don't love Teemu. You know why? Because when you install the Teemu app, you know what it asks me? We need to find and connect to all your devices on your local network. What? When does a shopping app need to see all the local devices on my network? It doesn't. Be very careful when you install an app like Teemu. There's no logical reason whatsoever why a shopping app, especially Teemu, needs to access your entire network. Uh-oh, did you get a text message from Equifax about your credit score dropping 51 points? What? This is the hottest, newest phishing text that's going around right now. When you get this text, don't click on it. You'll see a link in there that says click here to verify, check out your score. It's dropped. Again, it's all phishing, folks. Did you get a phishing email lately from Netflix telling you that your account has been on hold? Guess what? That's a phish. Other phishes include LinkedIn password resets, also Netflix and Disney Plus and Paramount Plus, all those streaming services. Phishing. Yes, folks, be very vigilant when you're out there and you get those those type of emails. Another one that's making the rounds is these text messages about your fake deliveries and your delivery is on hold, or we can't confirm your address. Oh no, how will I get my package? You got to be careful. These phishes are out of control, and now that bad guys are using AI to write phishes, you have to be even smarter than ever before. The month of January, the top vulnerabilities were insane, like monster truck rally insane. The Apple vulnerabilities is really what you want to know about. If you have an Apple device, tell your friends, let your family members know. They've got to update the device. Very important, critical vulnerability that got patched in this month. Also, don't forget, you got to update the apps. I know. You got to update the device and the apps. Two most important things. You can turn on auto updates to make it a little bit easier. The month of January, the breaches? Wow, you're not going to believe this breach. It's called the MOAB breach. 26 billion records. That's 26 with a B. Can you believe it? 26 billion records. We're talking over 12 terabytes. 12 terabytes of data. Your records, my records, everything in this gigantic data set. It's a collation of all these other past data breaches, all put into one. There is some new data in there. Breaches from Dropbox, Adobe, LinkedIn, Deezer, even MySpace. Yeah, MySpace data was wrapped up in this breach. Biggest breach that we've had in the month of January, and it's one you need to know about. Subway's data was torpedoed by the Lockbit ransomware gang. This is going to be a foot-long recovery process for them. If you eat at Subway, I guarantee you your data is probably with Lockbit ransomware gang right now. Now, Subway has until about February 2nd to consider paying the ransom or not. It's up to them, but this is one breach you want to know about. The other big breach in the month of January was Trello. 15 million users' data is now out there on the dark web. It's been scraped and it's offered for sale. Now, Trello, it's a project management type of tool. A lot of companies use it. A lot of people use it too. And sadly, your data may be wrapped up in this breach. Now, with the Trello breach, there's not much you can do about it other than reset your password, reset your username. Apparently, the bad guys did not get access, allegedly did not get access to any of the Trello systems, but it still is helpful. Reset your password on any time you get breached. All right, folks, there you have it. The top breaches for the month of January, the top cyber news stories, and of course, the hottest new phishing examples that we can bring to you. Watch out for that AI, folks. If you want to stay in the loop, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Of course, share with friends and family if you learned something today. That's always important. And stay tuned for next month as we bring you another edition of the top cyber news.